One of the things I'm most proud of at this site is that we all came into this with the approach of whole person care. So we know that I, Lieutenant Reynolds, a NICU nurse, don't have the ability to cure coronavirus. But what I do have the ability to do is place value and treat on these patients and treat them with dignity and respect.
Going in at 16:13.
If you wear glasses, remove glasses and sanitize with wipes and place on a table.
This facility is a 147-bed facility. It's a hospital decompression unit, also referred to as an alternative care site. It was stood up by San Mateo County, and here at this site you have Cal EMSA along with the Army National Guard, the California State Guard, and a variety of other agencies supporting the patients at this facility.
Patients that visit us at the San Mateo Alternative Care Center are typically coming to us from a higher level of care, and our goal is to shepherd them and get them transitioned to as low a level of care as we can, if not all the way home. So patients come from a previous intensive care unit stay, maybe they were in the hospital a long time with this virus, and we are here to house them and care for them while they are unable to go home to be with potentially vulnerable family members, maybe young children or those who are older with compromised immune systems. So they come to us usually from a higher level of care, are cared for here at this alternative care center, and then we've actually been able to discharge patients all the way home to their families, and that's been a big joy of ours.
The San Mateo County Department of Public Health and their leadership has provided numerous resources to ensure that we're providing everything needed to these patients and to ensure that they're having a safe and proper routine back into the community.
Using Sharpie, write first name and role in large letters on chest. Cross your arms in front of you as spotter will tie the neck and waist of gown.
Here's your top.
Thank you.
Smoothly press along sides of nose with both hands. Do not pinch. Test the fit of the mask. Turn around for final visual inspection by spotter.
You feel alright? Okay.
The first space that a visitor may see as they walk around the building is our ambulance bay. We have had an amazing behavioral health and mental health team that encouraged us to paint that space. It was otherwise plain wood, but we found that that's something that makes this space more inviting, both for the caregivers as well as the patients and those transporting the patients as they travel through this site. We want everyone's experience in this area to be positive, just not COVID positive. In the patient room, it, upon first glance, may look like a hotel room. However, we have been very attentive to the fact that hotel rooms typically look very different from hospital rooms. So some of them will have patient beds, and that allows us to use proper body mechanics when transferring a patient. It allows us to offset their weight to ensure there are no skin damages, skin breakdown during their stay. Allows them to elevate their head or elevate their feet as needed. When a patient enters, they're greeted with a cute towel swan, as well as a Red Cross relief care package that's sitting for them on their bed. So they feel, again, though it is scary, though it is unusual, unprecedented times, they can feel cared for and valued while they're in our care. Everyone has a TV as well as an iPhone that the County of San Mateo has donated for their use during the stay, and that's helpful in many ways. The iPhone's been used to contact the caregivers both within and outside of the hot zone. They use that to FaceTime family and friends to maintain that connection. They use it actually to FaceTime the behavioral health officers, again decreasing exposure yet being available for the patients, as well as the military's chaplain services have been able to FaceTime the patients using those phones and provide those spiritual care services as well. Inside the hotel, there are spaces that would otherwise look like a hotel lobby or a space where you may get your continental breakfast buffet in the morning, and those spaces have been transformed as we've learned the needs of this mission. So where an office space used to be is now a patient pharmacy, where our pharmacist enters, dispenses medication, and maintains the medication administration records for the patients in there.
Hi, I'm Dr. Pafford. I'm the medical branch director. That's part of the operations of this place. So I am responsible for all the clinical operations that happen inside the building, but also all the planning, the manning, and the logistic support requests that then go in outside to the MST. Keep in mind, as you probably are already aware, this is the only isolation hospital. In other words, imagine a hospital where you had to go in the front door already gowned and gloved up. That's not common. And that puts a great strain on our staff. They can't stay in a 12-hour shift in that outfit. So we have to have a little bit more requirements than some hospitals. Our ward shifts still are 12 hours long, but we can only put people in 4 hours at a time.
One of the other really cool items that has been in our hot zone, we named him Jetson, but he is actually a relay robot that is from a company in the San Francisco Bay Area that he also decreases the use of PPE and decreases exposure to the virus for our caregivers by delivering items. He's programmed to go from his home base in the lobby actually to every single floor, to every single room. So he does not have arms, so he can't reach the elevator buttons, but he'll turn to you and say, "I'm going to the 3rd floor, will you press the up arrow?" And he senses when the elevator doors open, he'll move inside, he'll turn to you and say, "Please press 3, I'm trying to go to floor 3. And this is all said on his screen, so he just makes little beeping noises and light flashes, but he'll say on his screen, "Please go to 3. When he gets to 3, he'll know that the door has opened, proceed to the patient's room. He actually has the ability to call the phone inside so the patients can know that he's at the door, open the door, and pull out whatever's inside, be it medication or food or arts and crafts supplies, something that they might need while they're sitting in their room. So they grab their item, he can proceed back to the elevator where we as a caregiver can stay safely at a distance, and then escort him back to his home in the lobby.
I don't know that we have anything we need the lieutenant's report on
Captain
anyway.
Mann?
Our report was pretty static on this morning.
It's crazy. This has been the most growing month. It feels like it's been 4 months at least.
Yes.
And
it hasn't been.
no, it will be though.
Okay, but you did a good job. And you have to look at all the accomplishments and your achievements. You have to.
I appreciate that. Yeah, but someday when I reflect on all this.
You will.
Right now I still feel so caught.
6 feet, girlfriend, 6 feet.
My favorite part of the job, hands down, is when we all line up and applaud as a patient leaves, because not only is it applauding the strength and the perseverance of that patient, because it does take a lot of strength and courage for them to fight this off and have a positive attitude throughout it, but it's an applause for every single person that's had a part in caring for them, from the ambulance crew that's there transporting them, to those who are in the command structure of the site, to those who have been in the hot zone, taking temperatures and bringing meals and sitting and holding hands and interacting with the patient. So it's not just an applause for that patient, a congratulations on recovering, but it's a congratulations and a thank you to each other, a moment to stop and celebrate the incredible work we're doing. So that's my favorite part. Yeah.
Spotter will administer cold zone hand sanitizer. Doff inner gloves and discard. Spotter will administer cold zone hand sanitizer. If you wear glasses, pick up glasses from clean table and put back on. Slowly walk from hot to warm zone, exit warm zone.
We're very proud that this site has a winning streak, so to speak, of that throughput where we receive a patient and we always, and we intend to always, send a patient out from this facility better than we found them.